controversy is now concerned with Bill Gates, because he himself seems to have been, in a way, named as far as in the Epstein files is concerned, whose name has figured there. But the participation of the Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates has now been confirmed that he is now pulled out of that keynote address. Let's connect with Rishabh on this. Rishabh, big development there. There was a lot of speculation over his presence in India and his participation in the AI summit there. Now we are getting to know that he will not be there to deliver the keynote address. All right, connecting with Rishabh in just a bit. But as far as this development is concerned, it had created a lot of controversy as far as Bill Gates and his presence at the AI summit is concerned, because earlier there were reports that he would be attending the AI Impact Summit in the national capital, and he was supposed to deliver his keynote as scheduled. But this is now coming in as far as Rishabh, this big development that Bill Gates has decided to skip the participation in the AI summit, will not be delivering his keynote address.
Well, definitely. After the controversies around the presence of Bill Gates at the Global AI Summit, the AI Impact Summit 2026 here in India, now the Gates Foundation has, announced that after careful consideration, these are the words that have been used by the Gates Foundation, and to ensure that the focus remains on AI, Bill Gates, Mr. Gates, have now decided that he will not be delivering the keynote address. He was supposed to deliver a keynote address today at the plenary session, but he will not be doing. In his place, Mr. Ankur Vora, who happens to be Microsoft's Africa and India head, would be delivering the keynote address. Remember, day before yesterday, Bill Gates' name was removed. It went missing from the key attendees list of AI Impact Summit. Since the announcement that Bill Gates would be here and him surfacing in the Epstein files, the 3.5 million documents that have been released by the Department of Justice of US, his name was there prominently. There have been questions on his presence at the AI Summit. And hence, now Bill Gates Foundation, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has now officially said that Mr. Bill Gates won't be present at the venue and he will not be delivering the keynote address that he was supposed to deliver later today.
So let me connect with Madhav as well on this, because Madhav, the Gates Foundation has now come out with a statement. They say that after careful consideration and to ensure the focus remains on the AI Summit's key priorities, Mr. Gates will not be delivering his keynote address. The Gates Foundation will be represented by Ankur Vora, President of the Africa and India offices, who will be speaking later today at the summit. The Gates Foundation remains fully committed to our work in India and to advance our shared health and development goals. But this is also a statement, Madhav, that speaks volumes over his non-participation after careful consideration and to ensure the focus remains on AI Summit's key priorities.
Amita, let's make no bones about it. It is a government snub that has led to Mr. Bill Gates pulling out. There's no other way to put it. And let me explain this to our viewers. Yes, he has visited states of Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra, but must remember that particularly in Mumbai, there were no photo ops. Also, Mr. Gates is the first time he visits India almost every year. It's the first time that he will not be meeting either the Prime Minister or any of the union ministers. There were no such meetings scheduled. Even as far as several of the websites of the AI Summit are concerned, he was taken out from that list of visionary leaders. He was scheduled to address today at 11:50, but during that address, he and other top faces would have been there, but the Prime Minister would not have been in attendance. The Prime Minister's function with other world leaders, including French President as well as UN Secretary General and other top leaders, was to take place at around 9:15, where there's a family photograph, following which they were to attend the AI Expo, and they would take a round of all the various stalls that are present over here at the AI Expo. So in any case, the Prime Minister was not scheduled to come face-to-face with Mr. Bill Gates. If you add to that the fact that his name was pulled out as one of the visionary leaders, it's clear that the government snubs for Mr. Bill Gates have led to this. Now, officially, their statement is that Mr. Gates is not going to be, addressing this particular forum, and that clearly, of course, at any other way you look at it, Mr. Gates has been in the thick of controversy surrounding the Epstein files. And at this point of time, given the kind of nature of what has been transpiring, the government wanted to keep the arm's distance away from Mr. Bill Gates so as to not allow any of that kind of muck or any of that kind of allegations to actually stick as far as the government and its own image is concerned. And therefore, in this particular sense, Mr. Bill Gates would have also perhaps sensed that there is an arm's distance that is being kept, and therefore has decided to pull out. The official statement says that he has, and he's acknowledged that to an extent, when the official statement says, after careful consideration and to ensure the focus remains on the AI summit's key priorities, Mr. Gates will not be delivering his keynote address. So was there some kind of pressure building up on Mr. Gates, or was there a sense of self that if he did participate, that it could lead to more controversies surrounding the AI Impact Summit itself? That is not very clear from this statement. But one thing is very clear, that if he's saying that he wants to keep the focus on AI Summit's key priorities, clearly there is a sense within the Gates Foundation, as far as Mr. Gates is concerned, that his attending could have caused more harm to the reputation of the AI Summit than actually adding to it, given that he is also, of course, one of the world's leading thinkers when it comes to technology and the intersection of technology development and so on and so forth. So clearly, of course, Mr. Bill Gates pulling out this morning, just about 3 hours before his session was to take place at 11:50 this morning, is a massive development any which way you look at it. And what sources are indicating is that repeated snubs that have come in from the central government and the caution that the central government has taken to ensure that they are distancing the top faces, the top ministers, the top leaders from Mr. Bill Gates himself, has led to this kind of an eventuality and an outcome as far as Bill Gates pulling out of the AI Summit is concerned. Back to you, Amita.
All right, let me also connect with Pragya on this, because Pragya, as far as the Gates Foundation is concerned, it's a philanthropic organization. Now, we have seen around 2 days back, when there was a certain confusion and controversy over his name having been dropped at all or not, then there was a clarification following a confusion caused by Gates' name not appearing in the list of the key participants for the summit. But now this is coming out officially, as far as Gates Foundation coming out with a statement saying that there has been a lot of careful consideration so that the focus remains only on the AI summit, and Mr. Bill Gates will not be delivering his keynote address.
Absolutely, Amita. And one thing that the government wants is total focus on AI summit and not on controversies. We had seen the statement of Secretary Meti S. Krishnan, who said that we do not want any controversy to put down our efforts in this that we had put in AI summit. And in fact, this is an international summit, and the goals are way bigger than any of the controversies. This is the first time it is happening in Global South, and this is exactly the reason why government must have thought about it also. We have had the feelers that Mr. Gates might not be coming to this particular summit, despite the fact that Gates Foundation had come out on record saying that he will be a speaker. Today, when they say that they want focus on AI summit, and after careful consideration, they have taken this decision that Mr. Gates will be represented. In fact, his organization will be represented by one of the Africa India head, Ankur Vora. That also is an indication enough that obviously the feelers from the government must have gone to them, and Mr. Gates can do without any more controversy regarding this international summit. He also took a decision, but the kind of feelers that we were getting from the government,
but
and also
it means that the representation in a way is confirmed, as far as when it comes to the Gates Foundation will have a say, but right now the focus will not be mainly on Mr. Bill Gates. That seems to be the priority as far as the Gates Foundation somehow getting that hint there, as far as when it comes to their presence or Mr. Bill Gates' presence at the AI summit.
Absolutely. And in fact, the entire point is that, just look at what all has happened. As I was telling you earlier, he has visited Andhra Pradesh, he has visited Maharashtra. But in Maharashtra, there was no photo ops that were held with Bill Gates when it came to leaders. Earlier, they had removed his name from the website as a visionary leader as well, as far as the AI Summit is concerned. There's no photo of him on the AI Summit website. And of course, as far as his trip to the national capital is concerned, highly unusual that he's not meeting with any of the top union ministers or the prime minister. This is in fact the first time in years that he's visiting the national capital, and this is not happening. Remember, the Bill Gates Foundation has worked in various areas, including healthcare, various states of the country that the Gates Foundation is involved in, and therefore it is quite unusual to see this kind of response. And clearly the controversies surrounding Epstein can only be surmised as the reason that Mr. Bill Gates has decided at the last minute to pull out of the AI summit and not participate in it. And therefore, it is perhaps the entire question is whether the entire issue of Mr. Bill Gates and others, participating as far as this entire summit is concerned, why there was so much of suspicion and so much of, last-minute changes as far as this is concerned, because when news was coming in day before yesterday, where government sources were talking about, whether the participation of Bill Gates would happen or not, and those clarifications from government sources were coming in that they would not.
Last minute that we're looking at, hours before that keynote address was to be held, Mr. Bill Gates has decided that he will not participate in the AI summit, and this has been a statement that has now been released on part of the Gates Foundation. We'll be keeping our track on these developments because the Prime Minister is also expected to shortly reach Bharat Mandapam. This is going to be the biggest coverage that you'll get to watch here on Times Now.